Hello students, in this class we can study next method of concentration of the ore is leaching. In leaching process, ore is separated from the gangue particles by a chemical method. That means leaching is considered as a chemical method. The principle involved in the leaching process is ore is soluble in a suitable solvent while gangue particles are insoluble. This is the principle. Ore is soluble in a suitable solvent while gangue particles are insoluble. In our syllabus, there are two examples for the leaching process. One is concentration of bauxite by leaching process. The process name for the concentration of bauxite is by a leaching process. This is one of the important question for the 3 marks, most important question for your board examination. In this method, the bauxite can be concentrated by using sodium hydroxide solution. That is, in the leaching process, bauxite can be concentrated by using NaOH solution, caustic soda solution. Next, this leaching process involves the 3 steps. Each step carries one mark. First step is bauxite contains oxides of silicon like SiO2, silica, oxides of silicon, iron, its oxide is Fe2O3, and titanium, its oxide is TiO2 as an impurities. These are the impurities associated with the bauxite. The impurities associated with the bauxite ore are oxides of the silicon, iron, and titanium. Powdered ore is treated with sodium hydroxide solution at 473 to 523 Kelvin and 35 to 36 bar pressure. Under these conditions, this bauxite formula is Al2O3 3H2O. Sorry, 2H2O. Al2O3 2H2O. This Al2O3 part is called alumina. Entire Al2O3 2H2O is the bauxite. Al2O3 part is called as an alumina. When powdered ore treated with sodium hydroxide solution, alumina dissolves in NaOH. Alumina dissolves in NaOH to form the sodium aluminate, or you can also consider it as sodium metaaluminate, and silica, SiO2 called silica as sodium silicate, and other impurities are insoluble. That insoluble impurities can be separated by filtration. filtration. For this step, you have to write the reaction. The reaction is Al2O3. This is alumina plus sodium hydroxide solution, hence consider the water. For product is NaAlOH4. This is a complex compound. You have to consider the square bracket NaAlOH4. You have to balance the reaction. That is Al2O3 due to the 2Al, 2NaAlOH4, hence again 2Na and here 3H2O. This is considered as a sodium aluminate solution. Sodium aluminate solution. Similarly, silica form sodium silicate. For that one, reaction is not required. This is the first step. Then second step involved is aluminate solution. Second step, aluminate solution is neutralized with the carbon dioxide. Hydrated alumina get precipitated. While sodium silicate remains in the solution. This hydrated alumina can be separated again by the filtration. Next, for this one, reaction is NaAlOH4. This is the complex neutralized by carbon dioxide. We get hydrated alumina. Formula is Al2O3 XH2O. This is the precipitate downward aroma. In addition to that one, you get sodium bicarbonate NaHCO3. For this one, you consider 2 NaAlOH4 and NaHCO3. This is hydrated alumina. Next, third step involved is the hydrated alumina. That is Al2O3 XH2O. Hydrated alumina is heated to 1470 Kelvin. We get the pure alumina. Alumina is Al2O3. Pure alumina liberating XH2O. This is the leaching of bauxite by using, that is concentration of the bauxite by leaching process. Each step carries the 1 mark. This is the first example. Next, second example is concentration of gold and silver by cyanide process. This question carries 2 marks. This one is a 2 marks question. We know that gold and silver, they are the noble metals. They are present in the free state. This consists of 2 steps. In the first step, that is in cyanide process, respective metal treated with the sodium cyanide or potassium cyanide solution in the presence of the air. This is the first step. Respective metal treated with sodium cyanide or potassium cyanide solution in the presence of the air. Only metal, only pure metal get dissolves in this cyanide solution, while impurities are insoluble and can be separated by filtration. For this step, you have to write the reaction. In our syllabus, they are given the general equation, that is M. Here, M is taken as the either gold or silver. M plus, and again they are given ionic equation. Hence, from the NaCN, we get Na plus and Cn minus. Consider only cyanide, Cn minus. Solution water in the presence of the air. Only metal dissolves. Metal dissolves in the cyanide solution, forms a complex compound. Complex compound formula is MCN twice minus MCN twice minus plus OH minus. Again, you have to balance this equation by using these numbers 4, 8 and 2. And similarly, you have to consider the 4MCN twice minus and 4OH minus. This is a soluble complex compound. Metal forms a soluble complex compound. Impurities are insoluble, separated by the filtration. Then second step is this complex compound, this MCN twice minus, is treated with the zinc. Here zinc acts as an reducing agent. This zinc displaces the metal present in the solution. In the place of M, you can write the zinc. Zinc displaces the metal. That is, we get M plus, formula becomes ZnCN4 2 minus, ZnCN4 2 minus. To balance this one, here 2M and again 2M. This is about the concentration of the either gold or silver by using a cyanide process. This is about the concentration of the ores. It is one is an gravity separation, magnetic separation, froth flotation and leaching. This is the first principle, concentration of the ore. The second principle is extraction. Extraction of crude metal. Extraction of crude metal from the concentrated ore. This extraction of crude metal from concentrated ore involves two steps. First step is conversion of concentrated ore into oxide ore. This is the first step. Second step is reduction of oxide ore into the metal. This is the second step. Next, you consider first one, conversion of concentrated ore into oxide. For this one, that can be carried either by roasting or calcination. That concentrated ore can be converted to oxide form either by roasting or calcination. Roasting means the concentrated ore is strongly heated in the presence of excess of air, in a reverberatory furnace below the melting point of metal. This is called roasting. Concentrated ore is strongly heated in the presence of excess of air in a reverberatory furnace below its melting point. Then similarly, calcination means same again. Concentrated ore is strongly heated in the absence or limited supply of air, in the absence or limited supply of air in a reverberatory furnace. That process is called as an calcination. During both roasting and calcination, moisture is removed. If any moisture present, moisture is removed. Any volatile means easily evaporating. Volatile impurities present, they can easily escape. And ore becomes porous. Ore becomes the porous nature. These are the common changes taking place in both roasting and calcination. One is moisture is removed, volatile impurities escape, ore becomes porous. Then this roasting is used only for the sulfide ores. That is, sulfide ores converted into oxide form, while calcination is used for the carbonate and hydrated ores. Both carbonate and hydrated ores are used for the calcination, and these ores converted into oxide form. That is, during roasting and calcination, either sulfide ore, carbonate ore or hydrated ores present, all get converted into oxide form. For example, sulfide ore, ZnS, zinc blende, ZnS plus O2 converted into ZnO, liberating SO2. You can balance this reaction by using 2, 3 and 2 again 2. This is the equation. Similarly, PbS plus O2 converted into PbO plus SO2. Again use the same numbers 2, 3 and 2 and 3. This is the roasting process example. For calcination reaction, carbonate ore, that is CaCO3, MgCO3. That CaCO3 and MgCO3, this composition we can call it as a dolomite. The dolomite converted into CaO plus MgO plus CO2. This is the dolomite. Similarly, zinc carbonate, ZnCO3, commonly called calamine, converted into zinc side, ZnO plus CO2, and also Fe2O3 plus 3H2O, that is an limonite. It is an hydrated ore converted into Fe2O3 plus 3H2O. This is about the conversion of concentrated ore into oxide ore. In next class, you can consider the reduction of oxide ore into metal. Okay.